And a good day to each and every one of you. My name is Jewel, and this is J7409 Weather. Today, of course, Wednesday, the 10th of June, 2020. Thank you so much for clicking play and checking out the weather with me today. It's going to be a severe weather day, my friends, for many of the people in portions across the Ohio Valley and the Michigan region. As you can see right in here on the NAM map, I'm going to show you more in detail. But folks, I can't stress this enough. If you are in those areas, especially later in the afternoon and maybe during tonight, it is going to get nasty. All the conditions are looking like they're going to be set perfectly for you to have some severe weather. So please, please, keep this in mind. Cristobal loses its tropical characteristics finally as it reaches the upper Great Lakes with these gale force winds forecast over the lake waters. Now they should, the lake waters should come down some later this afternoon. Now another compact low pressure system behind Cristobal will carry strong gusty winds, severe thunderstorms across the Central Plains and the upper Midwest and into the Great Lakes through tonight, like I was explaining to you. And I'm going to show you exactly about this severe weather. Elevated fire threats, it's still continuing over the Great Basin and the South Central Plains. Now, let's just hop right into the severe weather that is probably going to be happening today and tonight. Now, you can see right in this area here, you are up to a number 4. This is for parts of northwestern Ohio, a large portion of Michigan, moving right on across the Great Lake area here. Nothing to sneeze at in this brown. It is enhanced. That's a number 3. And then there's a number 2 from portions of New York, looking like later on in the middle of New York, probably down through the midsection of Pennsylvania, you guys can have some severe thunderstorms pop up. This goes all the way down to West Virginia, portions of Kentucky, portions of Indiana. You see, I am telling you, this is what it's looking like. And these are going to be widespread, but severe when they happen. And they are expected, as you see, across portions of the Ohio Valley and the lower Michigan region. Damaging wind gusts. Damaging wind gusts. Now, the wind is going to blow some. Here's a quick check of the tornado outlook. You've got a 5% chance from northern Kentucky, a large section of Ohio, large section of Indiana, and just about all of the lower Michigan region at 5% chance for tornadoes, 2% from New York, Pennsylvania, down through western West Virginia and portions of Kentucky. So please keep this in mind. Now, to the wind. Look at this. I'm talking about damaging wind. Very, very damaging wind. That's going to be one of the main threats with these severe storms as they come in. Up to 45% for portions of mid to northwestern Ohio. And look at all of this section of Michigan here. 45%. Now, when I'm showing you this, where it's outlined in black, you best pay attention. Just like what happened to all my friends in New Jersey last week when that derecho went through. Don't be surprised what happens. I'm just trying to tell you. 30% chance down in Ohio, Indiana. 15% chance from New York all the way down through Kentucky. Please be aware of this. These storms are not anything to mess with. And when it comes to hail, 15% chance from New York, as you can see, down through portions of Pennsylvania, West Virginia, Kentucky, Indiana, all the way up through Michigan. 5% chance all the way down from Mississippi up to New York. So this severe weather is coming. Please be aware of it and please be prepared for it. You may have a sunny day in places. It may look like nothing's going to happen. But as the heat builds and the humidity builds and Cristobal exits and another front comes in, this is going to happen. So please be aware. Watch your skies today. Later this afternoon and into tonight, severe, severe weather. And of course, this is the NAM map, courtesy of Tropical Tidbits. Thank you so much, Levi. I'll turn it on in just a moment, but we can see Cristobal right up in this area for the morning hours. It is going to be moving on out, and it looks like into Canada. It should be later today, and it should bring an end to the heavy rain. Let's just turn this on and let it roll so you can see the time frame. In the meantime, we got a compact low pressure system along a sharp cold front. I've been talking about this sharp cold front, and this is all in the wake of Cristobal, and it's going to spread very strong gusty winds and thunderstorms through the Central Plains and the upper Midwest today and into the Great Lakes through tonight, just as I have showed you. Now, the Great Lakes are going to gradually improve by tomorrow as the entire storm complex finally looks like it's going to move away into eastern Canada. Now, behind this cold front, cooler and drier air, along with clearing skies and diminishing winds, should spread across the plains through tonight. Now, in contrast, very warm and humid air will stream all the way up the eastern U.S., well ahead of this cold front. In much of the eastern U.S. and down in the deep south, including the southeast, we'll see some form of showers and thunderstorms moving across during the next couple of days before the front reaches the east coast later Thursday. Now, as a matter of fact, this is going to happen. You can see I live on the North Carolina coast, but for the next 6 or 7 days, we've got a chance of some rain or a thunderstorm popping up because of this. Now, the front is then forecast to become nearly stationary as the showers and isolated thunderstorms lingering across the mid-Atlantic southward into Florida later tomorrow and into early Friday. So far as the temperatures go, this widespread below average temperatures that are currently happening across the plains, they're going to push eastward behind the above-mentioned strong cold front toward the eastern U.S. Meanwhile, the west will see a gradual warming trend as the elevated fire weather threat still continues over the Great Basin and the south central plains. Now, looking for the Pacific Northwest area, you guys should see an increasing chance of rain as a Pacific cyclone edges closer toward the region through Friday morning. And checking in with the National Hurricane Center this morning, you can see, wow, Cristobal is moving right on up. The winds increased, as I told you yesterday, it would kind of intensify a little. They're 40 miles per hour, and it's moving north-northeast at 30 miles per hour. So it should be up in Canada at some point today. Still got this little system over here out in the Atlantic. It's still a non-tropical area of low pressure over the central Atlantic. It's a few hundred miles east of Bermuda, but development of this system as a subtropical cyclone appears unlikely due to unfavorable environment conditions, and the low is expected to dissipate in a few days while it moves north-northeastward, and formation is only 10% chance all the way through 5 days. I told you I didn't think it would do much because what's going to happen, it's going to get absorbed by another system and pulled on out. And that's a check of your weather today. Have a good day, a safe day, a blessed day. Thank you so much for everything you do for me, watching my videos, sharing my videos, sending me donations, just whatever it is. I thank you and I love you for it so much. May each of you have much peace, love, and kindness in your lives today and the days ahead. Thank you so much for watching.